welcome back to Jogwe and Toria Stories. I grew up where cracked walls whispered of struggle and the sound of generators meant the power was out again. My childhood wasn't polished with silver spoons but with plastic plates and second-hand clothes. We stretched meals, shared beds, and laughed loud to drown the noise of lack. At the time, I thought poverty was a curse. It made me feel small when I compared myself to others. I hated carrying my worn-out school bag and answering questions about why my shoes had holes. Shame was my shadow. But life has a way of teaching you that adversity is not your identity, it's your training ground. The ghetto taught me resilience before I knew the word. It taught me the power of creativity, how to turn a tin can into a toy, how to make little things stretch. It taught me community, neighbors who had nothing but still shared salt, oil, or advice. It taught me faith, that even when my pocket was empty, my heart could still be full of hope. As I grew older, I carried those lessons with me into the classrooms, into my first job, and eventually into the boardroom. The discipline of managing scarcity made me wise with resources. The hunger for more pushed me to study harder, work longer, and stay focused. The humility of my beginnings kept me grounded even when titles and suits arrived. Today, I sit in rooms I once only dreamed of, making decisions that impact lives. Yet, I never forget where I came from. Poverty gave me a perspective that privilege cannot buy. It taught me that true wealth is not what's in your pocket but what's in your spirit. So no, I am not ashamed. I grew up poor, but I grew up strong. I grew up with vision. I grew up understanding that life is not about where you start but how far you're willing to push. From the ghetto to the boardroom, I carry my story with pride, because every scar of struggle became a stripe of strength. And that is why I say it boldly, I grew up poor, and I am not ashamed.